Hey, this is Raul for Bass Musician Magazine, and today we're going to take a look at the Michael Kelly Dragonfly Acoustic 5-string bass. Now, I'm looking at the 5-string, but I want you to know that this can come in a 4-string version. It can be either fretted or fretless, and for you lefties, good news, they make a left-handed version as well. Let's get down to the details. The finish is an exquisite smoke burst quilted maple on the body and the top, with black and white bindings, which are 6-ply, so it gives it an impression of these fine lines running all around. When you look at the neck, you're going to find a mahogany neck with rosewood fretboard. It's a 12-inch fretboard radius with 22 frets on a 34-inch scale. The inlay work, which makes this exquisite, is Abalonian pearl, and they did a pattern of dragonflies and these curly scrolls, and on the back side they did a very interesting, almost Native American detail that runs down the back and along the bottom of the bass. The only unfortunate thing is most people won't see that. It's beautiful, I really like it, but you get to enjoy it. It doesn't face the public. Moving right along, it has dual action truss rod. It has a standard C neck profile. The nut is standard bone at a 45 millimeter length. It comes with Diodario coated phosphor bronze acoustic long scale strings, 45 to 130. The onboard electronics are Fishman Presys plus bass, and the bridge pickup is a Fishman Sonicor that is an under-saddle transducer. Among the highlights with the Fishman Presys Plus system, it has built-in tuner, and you can EQ the settings in a fashion where you can get different sounds. Some of the suggested ones will give you an 80s acoustic punk, 60s hollow body, a hi-fi sound, and a walking bass sound. When we look at the hardware, it's chrome. The tuning keys are Michael Kelly die-cast bass tuners, and the bridge is Michael Kelly acoustic bass rosewood. This bass did not come with a case, but gig bags and cases are available at the Michael Kelly site. Before I get started, let me tell you a little bit about the setup. I'm running the bass through the Hartke TX300 bass amp, and that is in turn going through the Hartke 112 HD high drive cab. I'm using Astro cables, instrument, and speak-on. That way you know the parameters. Let's take a listen and see how this sounds. First, not plugged in. It's a lot louder than an electric when it's not plugged in, but I don't know that you'd get enough volume that you'd want to necessarily play it this way. The versatility of this instrument comes from the Fishman EQ. You can do different settings to get different sounds, and of course, if you have your own, you're going to want to tweak it in little ways that you find the way that you want it to sound, and you'll probably just leave it there. That would be what I would do. Now, the manufacturer has made a few recommendations, and I want to give you a sample of what they sound like. First off, we're going to listen to Hi-Fi, is what I have set here, and I think it's probably my favorite. Now I've got the EQ set on what they're calling 80s punk. They've actually recommended that I try it with a pick, so let's give it a try. So you can see that's kind of meaty. It's got a real boomy kind of voice, maybe a little more resonant than I would expect with an electric. Now let's see what it sounds like with the setting 60s hollow body. You can tell in that setting we've got a nice kind of cavernous sound. It's kind of booming, but it's got a lot of open space going for you, hence hollow body. Now I've set the Fishman for walking bass, the setting that they suggest for using a walking bass. Let's see. Now I think that's a little boomier than I'd expect from an upright, but you can totally see how you could work that in to that kind of music. The last two controls that are on the Fishman are volume, and basically you want to set that to a comfortable level. In this instance, it's about at a third, so I am not even cranking it up for you to hear. And the phase switch is to help cut down on distortion. That is kind of a common issue with acoustic electric instruments. You want to avoid that feedback, if you will. So there you have it. The Michael Kelly Dragonfly acoustic 5-string bass. It's definitely a beauty. You've got stage presence with all this inlay, beautiful finish, comfortable, nice and smooth, really nice attention to detail there. If you want to know more about this bass, go to michaelkellyguitars.com and you can get all the details there. This has been Raul for Bass Musician Magazine, showing you the Michael Kelly Dragonfly acoustic bass.